all of people's time during this time. Again, I am Clee Kimball, the quality contest team member, as well as Sally Matthews. Sally is there in the top corner of my screen. We are the contest chair, and we're going to host this briefing as quickly as possible. Sally Matthews is going to be the contest chair for the evaluation contest. I am the contest chair for the international speech contest. Sally will address some things for the helpers and contestants for the evaluation. I will be addressing everyone who is going to be the international helpers and contestants. We're going to do the evaluation portion of it first because the international contestants, there are some more specific things that you all will need because this is district level and your speech could be going next to the quarterfinals. So yours is not to say that the evaluation is not important, but international, they're trying to get back to the world stage because we want to bring the trophy home this year. Okay. So let me begin. I will start by sharing my screen. Okay, let me put this here. Alrighty, can you all, let me start the slideshow. Welcome to the contest briefing for contestants and helpers of spring of 2026. This is just a quick review. The contest for evaluation is going to be May 1st, 2026 at 7:05 p.m. The location will be at UTD JSON. I think that's the business building. And then on May 2nd will be the international speech contest. That's going to be also at 7:05. It's going to be directly across at the Davidson-Gundy Alumni Center. Most of you all will be there for the conference on Saturday. Again, both contests start at 7:05. Evaluation contest is May 1st. And then the international contest is May 2nd, again, both at 7:05. Sally has already placed in the chat that for anyone who is going to be going to the evaluation contest, there is a parking permit that's in the chat. I would suggest that you get that and make sure that you have it in your windshield that's visible. Again, the contestants, contest chair with the contest master. We're going to just run through these slides. Like I said before we started this is not your first time actually seeing these slides, so we're just going to kind of run through them. Again, all contestants, the speaker's certification of eligibility and originality forms will be needed for both evaluation and international. I have received all of mine for international. Sally, if you are still in need of the evaluation or any of these forms for your evaluation contest, please send out a reminder. Please make sure you get those to Sally before Friday. This is very important to make sure that you all are eligible to speak.
Yes,
Next.
and also I don't mean to interrupt, but I'll
Go
just
right
point.
ahead.
I have about half. I've got about half and half. So thank you to the ones who have sent it, and for the rest of evaluation contestants, please get it to me as soon as you can. This is already Wednesday. We're going to have the contest Friday, so I definitely need it soon. And the other thing I wanted to point out is that there's
Sure.
also a form for video consent.
Yes,
You know
that
which one I'm
also.
talking about. So anyway, so it's actually three forms just to make it more complicated. Anyway.
Perfect. Again, and she's also adding the speech contestant profile. That is beneficial for the contest master so that they are able to have your speech title and ask you any questions related to your contestant profile form. Again, evaluation contest. As you know, your name will be stated twice: international name, speech title, and name. For all the evaluation timers, the evaluation will be from 2 to 3 minutes. You will have a test speaker. The test speaker speech is from 5 to 7 minutes. The evaluation portion of it will be 2 to 3 minutes. Green card is at 2 minutes and must remain displayed for 30 seconds. Then next, it will be the yellow card at 2 minutes and 30 seconds, must remain displayed for 30 seconds, and the red card at 3 minutes and must remain displayed until the conclusion of the evaluation. International speeches are for 5 to 7 minutes. Speeches less than 4 minutes and 30 seconds or more than 7 minutes and 30 seconds will be disqualified. Of course, international speaker contestants know that you will not be notified of disqualification based on time. The green card is displayed at 5 minutes and must remain displayed for 1 minute. Yellow card for 6 minutes and will be displayed for 1 minute. And then the red card at 7 minutes. What's most important about both of these timing cards? The timing cards will only be visible to the actual contestant for both evaluation and international. I suggest that you make sure that you are familiar of where the timing table is. And it's your responsibility as contestants to make sure that you are looking at the timing cards to ensure that you make sure you wrap up or go as long as you can to get to the green. That is some of the problems that I have heard during the contest season, but the rule book definitely says that the timing cards are only to be visible to the contestant. Any questions on that for any of the timers that's here on the call? Okay.
Hold on,
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
So I'll be the chief judge of both of the contests?
Yes, sir. Please go right ahead, sir.
Let me speak to the timers briefly. I'm the chief judge of both contests. When you arrive on site, find me. I will be standing there conspicuously, handing out forms and that sort of thing. I will give you your timing sheets, a pen. I will also give you the timing cards and or the timing light if I decide to use that, most likely on Saturday evening. We're going to position you prominently in front of the speaking area. For my timers, you both record the time. At the end of when the last contestant finishes his or her thing, I am going to come and collect the timing sheet from you. Each timer will give me a sheet. I will look it over at that moment. If anything looks strange, we'll have a discussion right then and there. The ballot counters are not going to collect the timing sheets. I am going to do that, and I'm going to verify what I read there, make sure I can read your handwriting and that sort of thing. As mentioned, when you hold up the card, if that's what you're going to do, you're basically going to hold it up like so. You don't wave it around in the air. You're simply going to sit still with it. Green card at the appropriate time. You hold it until it is time to switch to the yellow. Hold it there until it is time to switch to the red. You keep the red card up until the speaker stops speaking. You begin the timing at the first movement sound that appears to be part of the actual speech delivery. Any questions on that? Madam Ross, you have your hand up. Is that for me or for you're muted?
When you're done, I have something to say and share.
Okay. So any questions from the timers? Again, you've all done this before. Yes, go ahead and record a time for the test speech. It is ceremonial, but go ahead and record it anyway. One last minor point: if there is a discrepancy on the time that the timers record, I will interpret it in the fashion most beneficial to the contestant. Again, any questions from the timers? I'm sure you've done this before. Thank you, Madam Contest Chair. I'm done.
All right, contest master. So I will be the contest master for the evaluation contest. And during the contestant interview, I will want green at 4 minutes, yellow at 4:30, and I will want red at 5. And my suggestion would be at 4:30, we start to bring the contestants in to the room, right? So that the first contestant will go after the test speaker is done. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. The other thing is on the 1 minute of silence. What do you guys normally do? Do you do green card or red card when you're doing the red? I haven't done this all year. So do you guys want to do green or red? I don't really care. But when it's 1 minute is up, you want to give me the green card? Okay, perfect. So 4 minutes, 4:30, and 5 on the test speaker interview. And then 1 minute of silence. When we get to 1 minute, you'll give me the green card. Okay, thank you.
I'm a bit thrown off here. I'm not quite clear on what we're talking about.
Oh, so on the evaluation contest, we have a test speaker,
Of course, right.
and I have to interview that test speaker for 5 minutes,
Okay.
right? Clea, you're shaking your head.
You don't
Do
have
you?
to, but I mean, yeah, you're not required to. What I'm getting at is the evaluation contestants will be sequestered into separate space. The senior sergeant at arms will keep track of the time there. So he or she will be there for 5 minutes, and then they will start bringing the contestants back in.
Perfect.
So
That's fine.
if you're ultimately all I'm saying is if you run over a few if it takes you
I
5
just
and a
don't want to
half
go
minutes,
over,
it's
and I
not
don't
gonna
want
it's
to
no
be.
big deal. So
I
you're
don't
fine.
want there to be dead space either.
Correct.
So it just helps me know, like, okay, we're at 4 minutes, we're at 4.5 minutes, and
Okay.
we're at 5 minutes if we
Understood.
do go long. That's all I'm saying.
So it's for informational purposes only, is what
I'm
you're
just
saying.
trying to be
Okay.
efficient, Mr.
Okay.
District Chief Judge.
I got it.
Yeah, cool.
But and like I told Kim, because this is a briefing, we're going to laugh. It does not have to be so structured. Kim is a past district director, so I told her, I was like, honey, do
I'm not worried. I'm just letting them know what I want.
program call. You've done this. Like, okay, madam, past district director, whatever you want us to do, just let us know.
You're such a goofball.
Okay. Back to me sharing my screen. The reason why I stopped sharing because I need to hear my chief judge speak.
Now you've muted yourself.
Goodness, I'm off of mute now. Okay. We already know this, but it's going to be really quickly. Time and originality, eligibility is very important. We've already made sure that every contestant is eligible. Time is on the contestants. Originality is also on the contestants. But however, if there is a protest, the protest will be by the voting judges or the contestants may protest, and to the chief judge or to myself or Sally, because we are the contest chair, if there is a problem with that. And we are going to move over to actually getting the evaluation contestants speak in order. Is everybody okay with that? Okay. Oh, sorry, guys. Obviously, I don't know how to use this thing correctly. Let me go to the randomizer. Okay, Sally.
Yes.
Looking at your actual program,
Mm-hmm.
I need to share my screen on this one. Hold on a second so everyone is able to see. So I don't want anybody to think that I'm eating.
So I can read these names off to you when you're ready.
Okay, James Harris.
Yeah.
Can everyone see my screen? Yes, no, maybe? Yes, okay.
Yes, I can.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Somebody say yes, thank you. All right, go ahead, dear. I'm listening.
All right. Karl Kuptz.
It's
Karl
It's
Karl.
right, Karl?
What's
Kuptz?
that?
Is it
That's
Karl
correct.
Kuptz or Karl
It's Coops.
Kuptz?
Kuptz. Okay.
All right, Mr. Coops. Hey, Carl.
Hey.
All right, next one.
All right. Lauren Roach. Elyssa Schnieder. Emily Stacy. And Cindy Vogel. Got it. All right.
All right. Everybody close your eyes and here you go. Sally, you want to read that off, dear?
All right. Contestant number 1 for evaluation, Emily Stacy. Number 2, James Harris. Number 3, Cindy Vogel. 4, Karl Kuptz. 5, Lauren Roach. 6, Elyssa Schnieder.
All right. One more time.
1, Emily Stacy. 2, James Harris Jr. 3, Cindy Vogel. 4, Karl Kuptz. 5, Lauren Roach. 6, Elyssa Schnieder.
Okay. And while we're here, I'm also going to do the randomizer for the international speech contest as well. And then I will go back to the slide and put that in if everybody wants to see that again. Okay, go back. All right. And I'm still sharing my screen, correct?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Sally.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to now do the randomizer for the speaking order for the international speech contest. Robert Washington, Karla Langston, Kenny Ray Morgan, James Harris Jr., Anne Barab, and lastly, Elizabeth Metcalf. All right, and this is the speaking order. Let me take a picture of this because I need this too. Contestant number 1 for the international speech contest will be Karla Langston. Contestant number 2, James Harris Jr. Contestant number 3, Anne Barab. Contestant number 4, Elizabeth Metcalf. Contestant number 5, Robert Washington. Contestant number 6, Kenny Ray Morgan. Again, Karla is number 1, James is number 2, Anne is number 3, Elizabeth is number 4, Robert is number 5, Kenny is number 6. And I'm just going to make sure I add this in case anybody wants to see this again. Let me get my photo so I won't keep asking Sally. So I have so I won't keep asking Sally, Emily, James, Cindy, Karl, Lauren, and Elyssa. International. I did a screenshot. Karla, James, Anne, Elizabeth, Robert, and Kenny. Everyone got that? Any questions? Anything at all? Nothing at all? Anybody got something to say? No? It's very quiet at this briefing. No one's saying anything. Anybody?
Lee,
Yes.
I have a question for you.
And who is that? Kenny? Hi, Kenny. Good
Hi, how are you?
evening. How are you?
I'm blessed, thank you. Okay, I
Perfect.
got a question. Yes, I have a question concerning the stage. Are we at the same venue that we were at last year?
Well, Kenny, that is going to be something that we talk about just here briefly, okay? I want to get through all of
Okay.
this, and then I'm going to have a separate conversation with the international contestants so they can actually talk about the stage and different things like that. I don't want to keep the evaluation helpers and the contestants to talk about that. So can you just give me a second?
Very good. Thank you.
Um, is there anything further, Sally, for your contest that you want to discuss?
Well, for evaluation, I want to let all the contestants know if you're able to show up, well, contestants and helpers, if you're able to show up sometime between 5 and 5:45 to the auditorium room where we will be having, it'll have a sign in front of it, having the evaluation contest. I would encourage you to, if you're able to make it that early. That's between 5 and 5:45. I've put that in the emails that I've sent to everyone. And that's just basically so you can take a look at the stage, where it's going to be taped off, and talk about where the timers are going to sit, etc. It's an auditorium with seating only, no tables. There's 2 aisles in between a lot of rows of seats, and one ballot counter will go up one aisle and one ballot counter will go up the other aisle. And aside from that, we'll talk about things like the ballot counting room and the place where the evaluators compose their speech is going to be on the second floor. And so one of the sergeant of arms will walk all the contestants up and down. And the judge, of course, Chester Chambers, will be taking the ballot counters at the appropriate time to count ballots to that same room. So I wish we could have gotten one on the first floor, but we couldn't. So that's okay. Also, I had a quick question. I'm sorry, for Rhonda. I believe you said before that you are bringing the awards. Is that right, Rhonda? Okay. Are you bringing certificates also? Just that,
Just the awards.
the physical awards? Okay.
Yes.
All right. And Chester Chambers, you are bringing obviously the judges' ballots, the timing sheets, tally sheets.
Judges' ballot, timer sheets, tally sheets, notification of winners forms. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And the timing light and cards.
Okay. And the timing cards.
One more thing, Chester,
Yeah.
will you also have the evaluation notes? I can bring them. I have a ton of them. I'll bring them in my thing. Sally,
Yes, we
the
both do,
evaluation
yeah.
notes, I'll
Yeah.
make sure I'll have those for you as well for
Okay.
to be given to the evaluation contestants.
Okay. Now, about the certificates. We were talking about those. Do we need to give out certificates? And is that my job? Which
I
is
would say
fine if it
yes.
is. So I guess it's a question for Rhonda. Mhm.
Not necessary. All the other contests
Mhm.
have certificates, but that's
Mhm.
basically up to you. I see
Okay.
there's 2 other people who have questions.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Julia's first.
Oh, thanks. I just wanted to check to see the parking pass. Is that for the level 3 in the garage or anywhere in the garage?
I
It
took
is
a
for
look
any.
at it. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Based on my read, is for any purple spaces on campus in the garage closest to the School of Medicine. Actually, the same garage is closest to both venues. And so technically the second floor is designated as the purple spaces based on my read of the map.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So
And
isn't this actual, I thought that this was for the JSON for Friday night.
It
That's in
is
the chat.
it's only for Friday night. Yeah. I mean, technically you could go to any building on campus you wanted to, but if you're coming Friday night, you'll be going to JSON because that's where the contest is. But Saturday, I actually don't know exactly what the parking rules are Saturday.
Oh,
But the
you just
parking
park,
pass is FYI only for Friday.
yes, you just park free on Saturday. You don't need a pass, but park on the third level or above in the orange section.
And for international contestants, we'll talk about that also in a bit. It's the garage is directly across the street from the Alumni Center. And you just make sure you park orange and up. I think that's the third floor and up, and just come down and just literally walk across, and there you go.
Excuse me, the parking pass says purple.
That's
Uh-huh.
for Friday.
So purple is on, which is the reason I said second floor. Purple is second floor, orange is third and above. So I'm just,
Oh, sorry.
just
I
pointing
thought
that
that
out.
we were just gonna park, the uncovered parking. You know how we always park there for TLI? I
That
thought
went
we
away.
parked
Yeah,
there.
that's
Oh,
that,
that's
that that's
gone.
gone because of construction. Yeah.
They've got new
Oh,
built.
that's right. That
Yeah.
is gone. Yeah. Okay, sorry. All right.
So that's a good call out. So if you guys are used to old TLI with open spaces, you're going to want to go around, and there's a big parking structure, and you want to park in there, and it's diagonal from JSON, and you
Mhm.
come in the back way.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
And the
Got it.
old parking lot that was next to it is completely under
Gone.
construction, so you
Right.
can't park there either.
And with that being said, since it is under construction, I would suggest that you get there at an ample amount of times
Mhm.
because of that.
Yeah.
Because I think it's still going to be raining on Friday. So make sure you all keep that in mind as well for the ladies who's wearing heels and all that nice stuff and all your fancy clothes.
Hey, Chester, what's your educational level so I can say it properly in my script?
Let's go
Yeah.
with PI4.
Okay.
Let's go with PI4. That's what it is.
You want me to do all of them, like
No,
alphabet
that's
soup?
enough. That's
You want
enough.
me to say almost a DTM? Like what? No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's
Um,
good enough. We
So
don't.
I just want to run through, and I think a couple of the people have left, but I
Right.
just want to run through names really fast, if that's okay, and then I'll hop off. So contestant number 1 is Emily Stacy. Contestant number 2 is James Harris Jr.
Mhm.
Contestant number 3 is Cindy Vogel. Contestant number 4, Karl Kuptz. Contestant number 5, Lauren Roach. And contestant number 6, Elyssa Schnieder. Did I say that right? Did
That's
I
how
get
you pronounce Elisa's name. Yeah.
Elyssa Schnieder?
Mhm.
Not Snyder, Schneider, right? With a schn. Okay,
Yes.
perfect. All right, I'm good if everybody else is good.
Anything else before the evaluation contestants and helpers drop off? There, I think, and Chief Judge, you want to hang on for just a second? Any for the international? Okay. Yes, go ahead, dear.
All right. Just real quick, I want to remind everybody that there's no food allowed in the auditorium. It can be a little confusing because in the atrium right next to the auditorium, there will be food. But once you go into the auditorium, you're not allowed to bring food in there. And it is kind of important because we will get fined like hundreds of dollars. So keep it in mind. And if you see somebody with food in the auditorium, be like, you can't do that. Please go throw that away in the atrium. And we'll make announcements about that, but just FYI. And then also, as far as cleanup, we're going to add it into both Kim Ross and I and what we say on stage to introduce the contest to remind people to please pick up after themselves as they leave the auditorium, which will help us a lot with cleanup. But technically, everybody who's a helper, I would ask if you possibly can stay a little bit later and help us clean up. We'll hope that the audience will clean up after themselves, but there's always something. So hopefully we can get done and get out of there in a decent amount of time. The contest starts at 7:05 and we have the room and the space until 10 o'clock.
Elizabeth Hughes asked, can there be water? Are you talking about for Friday night or Saturday night?
Saturday night.
Saturday night is going to be food there, so yes, you can have water in there. And last thing, where's the parking pass? And I see it in the chat. Don't worry, I will send it to you, Tracy, in just a bit. I got it. Anything else from anyone from
I have one last question.
Kim?
I know Tommy's on microphones. Are we doing microphones in the auditorium, or are we going to do no microphones in the auditorium?
Oh, we are doing them. Mhm.
Okay, so
And
then
I did contact, I'm glad you brought that up because I took your advice and contacted David Dunn, and he's agreed to help us with microphones.
perfect. I guess
Yes.
then my second question, and this might be good for the contestants, are they going to be handheld mics or do we have head mics?
No, it's
I'm not very good with that.
I
especially where
I
you,
remember, so they're one pack that clips onto your belt, and then it's it goes over the head with the
Okay.
microphone.
So
There are handhelds also, like two, maybe three handhelds.
doesn't it clip on your shirt and then,
Yes,
yeah,
the
okay.
as far as the hands free,
Mm-hmm.
it clip. Well, oh no, I thought I remembered it goes over the head
Hmm.
So last
Okay.
year, Tom,
at the JSON.
you had the clip on. So are you saying it's a headset? Because most
In the
colleges,
JSON auditorium.
yeah. So we're using their equipment, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
we are.
Okay. Okay. Understood.
we're not using our equipment?
no.
Mhm.
Okay, so then my next question is maybe this is to Sally.
Mhm.
So when the contestant comes in, someone's going to have to mic them. See if Carl's hand just went up. Someone's going to have to mic them as soon as they walk in the door.
Yes.
And what I
Yes.
think we should probably consider doing, and District Chief Judge, you confirm if this is okay. Every single person, I think I should say, Mr. Contestant or Ms. Contestant, are you ready? And they should say something so that we can make sure that
Exactly.
the microphone is audible. Do you agree with that?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, we read that in the rule book. We're definitely going to do that.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And
Make sure-
FYI, I
have a
believe
question.
there are, sorry, I don't mean to talk over people. I believe there are 3 mics total. So they'll have to be rotated, of course.
I have a quick question. If the microphone for some reason has issues partway through the evaluation, does the rule book say that we just start over or we fix it and then keep going? What's the recommended course of action?
For evaluation, I know they specify for international because international is a actual recording. For evaluation, because it won't really be recorded, we can just fix it at the time. Hopefully that won't happen, but if that does happen, we could just fix it. Tommy, you want to chime in on that, or Rhonda? I know that they're very specific when it's coming down to the international contest regarding if your microphone stops working in the middle of it, you can stop the contest and reconvene for 10 minutes until you get the audio working. But that is what I read for the international speech contest.
Okay.
That's on page 22.
Okay.
Oh.
Thank you.
Jester, do you want to follow that for evaluation also?
Hold on. Let me research this for a second to get back to you.
All right. Sure.
Yeah, this is
I'm
Chester,
looking.
page 22 there, number
I got it.
7A. Woo, look at us. 22 7A, honey. We got it. And who was that chiming in that was on the phone? So we'll make sure.
I think it's Elyssa.
Elyssa,
Alyssa's here. Yep.
Okay, Elyssa, we're not ignoring you. We're just going through the rule book. So can you give us a second and maybe we could just call you afterwards? Is that okay?
She's also on for
Yeah,
international, though, I think, right?
No, Kim, she is not.
Oh,
Yeah.
Please.
Yes.
From my understanding, it is based on what the judges see and hear. So it is important in both contests that they are seen and heard. So I would think that would be definitely important to be heard. with the mics.
Right, she's just saying like in the middle, if her mic's cut off, how does that work? So I think you just stop
Oh,
it. That's what she's asking. In the midst of her giving her evaluation and her mic's cut off, how is that handled? Is that right, Ms. Schneider? Did I restate?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm just thinking back to, I just know that in life, if something's going to fail, it can often be the technology, for better or worse. And I've seen in the past where there have been struggles with mics, where, yes, partway through the speech or evaluation, the mic was coming in and out. And I saw one contestant that just plowed through and just kept going. But I know that may or may not work, and he may or not be heard. So I was just wondering what to do in the event of that kind of situation.
Well, we do have backup mics, correct, Tommy? Like if her little clip on, we do have the handheld mics, right? If that is a problem.
I think the question is, do they start over or do they have to stop and keep going? And that's what I think Chester's finding out. Right, Chester?
So it says, if the contestant is able to reestablish a secure connection within 10 minutes, the contest chair indicates the last word or sentence that was last heard, and the contestants continue their speech from their point on with no additional time allowance. And that's again on page 22 of the rule book.
What if you want to feel unfettered and free and not wear a mic at all?
It's fine. It's not required. The auditorium is pretty large. There's people who wouldn't need a mic because they've got just like a really big booming voice.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's you, then you can go for it.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep. If you have a voice that projects naturally, then I would say you wouldn't really need a mic.
Great. Thanks, Tommy.
If I could make a recommendation.
Yes, sir.
On this one, I'm going to ask the judges to sit, I won't say front row, but fairly close to the speaking area, so that if the microphone goes out, the judges will still be able to hear you with sufficient clarity. You may not be heard in the back of the room, but I think the most reasonable accommodation is let's keep the judges relatively close to the stage. So if even if the mic does go out, you'll be fine. For Saturday night, that's a bit much bigger space as I understand it. So we're gonna have to revisit this. The rules that we're reading from are actually related to online contests, which is the reason it says.
Oh, sorry, Chester. I thought that was not.
Which is the reason it says about the contestant establishing a secure connection within 10 minutes. So we really don't have a fully explicit policy for that. So what we will do is go as closely as, work with what we have. So we'll probably basically use the same rules they have for the online contest, just with a more, realistic interpretation. But for evaluations, let's hold to that for a second. For evaluation contests, I want to ask the judges to sit close enough so that there should be no problem with you being heard, even if your microphone goes out. I think that's the safest approach.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Timer here.
Yeah.
So I was going to ask, do you want us to stop the time if it goes out? But what you just said would indicate we just keep going. They keep going. We don't stop the time, and we keep the time right on.
For the evaluation contest, yes. I think that's the wisest way to handle it, because otherwise it just gets too awkward. You stop in the middle and somebody comes and tries to figure out the last words you said. You pick up from there and all that.
I agree.
I think that's just impractical.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan. Thank you so much. That really helps to have a way forward, just in case.
Ms. Schneider, don't jinx us. Don't you jinx us.
No.
Doing briefings all contest season long, and no one has asked that question. And you know what's going to happen? That is going to surely happen.
No, friends, luck favors the prepared.
Good one.
Let's pray to God that doesn't happen. On any of the contests, evaluation or international, please. Woo. Anything else? Anyone else? Huh? Go ahead, dear.
it's already happened a few times. And so because I've already seen it happen, I figure it's better just to be prepared and just prepare for all possibilities. And that way, if it does happen, we're good to go. You know, it's not going to take us by surprise. We're all set. So anyway, I appreciate you guys thinking through that one. I just wasn't quite sure.
Okay. So just to clarify, what it means is if your microphone stops working, just keep going. Just maybe try to raise your voice a little, but just keep on keeping on. Know that the judges will be sitting somewhere close enough that they'll still be able to judge you. I had one quick question for the Pledge of Allegiance. Is there anyone who plans to bring an American flag on
I
Friday
always
night?
have it in my bag, Sally.
You do?
Always.
Always. Okay, so we're
I
done.
got it.
We're good with that. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Contest master, past district director Kimberly Ross. You have any questions, anything you want to address before? You got all your names. You got your information about how you wanted to do your test speaker. You talked to the timers. Anything else you wanted to add?
I think I'm good, unless anyone has any questions of me. Oh, yes. Sally, can you send me the bios?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
That'd be great. Okay, cool. Other than that, I'm good. If that's the case, I will bug out.
Okay.
Don't bug out. Thank you.
Oh,
Kim?
I meant that like as in like get out of here. Bug out. Like
bye, Kim. See you.
Bye. Y'all look great. Have a good one. See you Friday or Saturday.
Evaluation contestants. This wraps up your briefing. Sally, you want to have anything else you want to say before y'all drop off the call?
I think we're okay. Does everybody in evaluation contest just let me know if there is any information you don't have? That is, everybody knows you can show up to look at the stage between 5 and 5:45 on Friday, and then around 6 we'll have there's other programming like, whatever. They have some other speakers, other things. And then we'll have like the real, deal at 7:05. But anyway, so if everybody has gotten the emails that I've sent, then you should have all the information. And of course, call me, text me, etc. My emails have all my contact info if you need to get a hold of me. Thank you.
If I could, before they drop off, Madam Chair, from the Chief Judge's perspective, if you wish to, as a contestant, if you wish to raise a protest, find me. I will make myself conspicuous. Find me at any time. If you think that there is a reasonable probability something was improper, notify me and we'll have a discussion about it. It is better to raise an issue that turns out to be irrelevant than it is to not raise it and find out it's relevant later. So I will make myself conspicuous. Anything comes up, again, in an evaluation contest, that's pretty rare. But if you think anything has gone astray, grab me and we'll deal with it immediately. That's all.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Are all minds clear? All righty. Thank you so very much. Now, international contestants. This portion of the briefing is going to be very important for you. One thing first, I know I sent out the speaker's eligibility, the photo and video form, as well as the contestant speech profile. You also need to fill out the quarter-final video slip that I sent out this morning. Please have that to me before Friday. I sent that out this morning. I got Anne's thus far. Yes, Miss Metcalf, I did. So I got Anne and I got Elizabeth's. This is their international quarterfinal form that I sent out this morning. To be specific, this form was sent out this morning at 8:11. This is the International Speech Contest quarterfinals that needs to be given to each international speech contestant. Thank you, Anne, for yours. Thank you for Elizabeth for yours. So if you all can get that to me as promptly as you can, that'll be great. Chief Judge, I have a couple of the ballot counters and timers. You want to just go ahead and address them, and then they can too drop off once you brief them really quickly.
Yes, for the timers, I think we've already said what needs to be said. Obviously, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, and 7 minutes. Make yourself conspicuous. When you get to the contest, find me. We'll have a discussion about the timing light and or the cards. We're going to make a decision as to which one I go with based on the lighting in the room. Before I pop off, let me say one additional thing for the contestants, particularly for the international speech contest. I'm assuming we're going to run this the same way we did last year. We're going to have a table essentially off on one side where the contestants are going to be seated. We do that because someone is going to put the mic on you before you go on stage. At that table, I'm going to give you a 3x5 card and a pen and or pencil. And so if something comes up and that you think might be relevant for a protest, I'm gonna give you something to write on so you can write that down. And again, just raise your hand, grab me, and we'll have a discussion about it right then and there. Any questions from anyone on that? No? All right, that's it. Like I said, I think that's all I had to say, and I'll turn it back over to you, Madam Contest Chair.
All right, perfect. Thank you, District Chief Judge.
Oh, Cleve.
Yes.
For the District Chief Judge, was he going to address what's required for the ballot counters?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, yeah, I'm sorry. I assumed they'd done it before.
Yeah, I was
ballot counters. When you get there early. Find me at the back of the room. I am going to point out to you who the judges are, so you will know where to go pick the ballots up from. The judges will fill out their form, put it in a white envelope, and make it clear to you, and then you will go pick it up from them. We're going to have another discussion about all of this once you get on site. When you pick up a ballot from a judge, hold a finger up in the air indicating how many ballots you have in hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Once all ballots are collected, I will announce to the contest master that all ballots are in hand, and we shall leave to go to the separate area to count them. That will be up on the second floor. Once we get there, I'll give you the tally sheets and that sort of thing. So for the ballot counters, all you really need to do is stay attentive. See me as soon as you get into the space. I'll point out who the judges are to you, and if any questions remain, we'll take care of it right then and there. That's it.
What time would you like us to be there?
6:30.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
All righty. Anything else for Chief Judge? District Chief Judge? Yeah. Anything? All righty. If you are a helper, you can definitely drop off if you like. We have only 3 contestants that's here, and thank you, Safaraz, the contest master, is also here on the call. Safaraz, I've given you access, and I sent you actually the Google Drive with everything in there from all the contestants' information that you need. Did you get that?
Yes, Madam Contest Chair. I have all the profiles from all 6 speakers. I have the speaking order, and I have the script. I just finished inputting the speaking order and titles in the script, so I'm ready to go.
All right, perfect. Thank you. Once again, I really appreciate you for saying yes. Thank you so very much. Let's talk about, Tommy, you can get yourself off the mute. Let's talk about the contest dry run that we're having Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. This is for your benefit for all the contestants. The staging is a little bit different than last year. Last year, it was smaller. I think and Ronnie, you could definitely correct me, and Tommy, They're actually, the last year they only had a small portion of that room, but now they told me that they're going to actually remove that wall. Is that correct? And so now it's going to be wider than it was last year, because I remember both you, Kenny, and Ann were both contestants last year. So now you have a larger stage. However, you still only have a certain amount of space for you to be recorded in the single view camera. What we're going to do on Saturday, we are going to mark off a area with blue painter's tape. The stage is black. I want to use duct tape to make sure you all saw it, but I was advised that you can't really see it and the duct tape sticks. And we don't want to pay for that carpeting or whatever on that stage. We don't want to get billed for that. So they told me, Cleve, brings painter's tape so you can pull that up. I will be there. We're going to make sure. Thank you, Chester. I appreciate it. We're going to cross that off. You all will have the cameras there. So you all, we're going to put you in frame so we can tell you where to go, where to stop. We can't see you back up. And this is very important so we can get the best recording to submit for the quarterfinals. So this, again, is your benefit. Also, we're going to mic you up, hopefully, Tommy, if we can, to let them also hear their voice. All that needs to be done. And one thing is so very important is what we talked about yesterday. The stage is black. The curtain behind you is black. Please be mindful when you dress. You want to be seen visibly. Please just be mindful of the clothing you wear. You may wear whatever you like, but I'm just saying, please be mindful that you don't want to blend in, because you don't want your video not to be able to go to the next level if they can't see you, because it clearly states that you must be in full view the entire time of your speech. If you're not, then it's a possibility that you can get disqualified at the quarterfinals level. We don't want that. So that's just something I want to let you all know. And let's see. For the winning contestant, please see myself and Chester at the very end of your contest. There's forms that needs to be filled out and need to be given directly to Rhonda. I have a folder already ready. We need for you to sign some things that need to go directly to Rhonda. Rhonda has a deadline that things need to be submitted in a timely manner, and we do not want to wait on forms to be given back to us. We want to do it right there on site. Have that done, give it to Rhonda, have a folder so we can move to the next level in a timely manner, so we won't have an issue with that. Kenny, yes, go ahead, Ann. Yes, dear. Props?
Will there be lighting? Tell us about the lighting.
Yes, ma'am. We have been talking about this since we jumped on the conference call back in January, February. I think it was January, because one of the problems that we had last year, the lighting was horrible. Not because the lighting is bad in that room, but it was bad. But this year, we're going to make sure to mitigate that from last year. Tommy and I and Rhonda have talked about this. Tom is very familiar with the lighting. Based on the rule book, the lighting, it has to be lit across the stage. And Tommy's going to work on the lighting during that time where we're there on Saturday. Tommy, you want to chime in on the lighting? That's not my area. So you want to chime in about the lighting?
Yes, in this place, if you were at all seen last year, you'd seen this place has a very advanced light board, and we have technically advanced lighting. So the lighting itself isn't a problem. It's more the framing and how we're framing the stage on camera. That is the most important. We just have to frame the camera to pretty much where there is no lighting. We just set the edge of the framing on the camera that's recording. And this is more important for who moves on as the winner. That gets submitted in the next round. But that's the most important thing, is the framing and relation to the lighting.
And you want to chime in on your feelings about last year and the lighting, please? We'll like to hear it.
Well, I wasn't here. I wasn't there last year.
Oh, it wasn't last year. It was year before last I saw you.
Well, I
Oh.
did division, but then left the country, and so
Oh, okay,
my
sorry,
place
Ann. I
was
could have
taken
sworn
by
I saw
Joe
you
Yoder.
last year.
But
Okay.
here's my question. Is the lighting going to light the face from the front, or is it some kind of straight down shadow throwing light? And the reason I ask is, especially with a black stage and a black curtain backdrop, it is critical, especially for people who don't happen to be whitish, that their faces are well lit. And so that's the core question I've got is that going to happen? Because if it's not going to happen, I own 2 stage lights that can be put right in front so that you're lighting from the front of the stage.
It's supposed to be, there is lighting that comes to the front.
All the lighting will be suspended. They're suspended from the ceiling. There's spotlights directed at the stage. There's multiple lights. You'll be when you're up there when the lights are on. It's very lit well from my experience from last year.
Perfect.
It's suspended
Just
from the
perfect.
ceiling.
This has been a problem, as you know, Tommy, for years at District 50 conferences. And apparently this time we actually have a very elegant facility, so that's great.
Oh yes, we're so happy with this facility. We're back in it again this year.
Okay, great.
And thank you for pointing that out, and thank you for the consideration for all the contestants. I truly appreciate that. I really, really do. Kenny,
Yeah, especially for you, Clee, because you're going to be up there all the time.
Right, we're gonna be up there, and then for the women and some of the men that may not be tall either, you kind of want to get all that. It's very important. Kenny, did Anne and Tommy get your question answered, or did you have a little bit something more specific about the lighting and the stage?
Well, last year I did make notes, and then I did see my video after the fact, and I noticed on my stage left, the lighting went dark. When you went over to that side, my face I was seeing, but like Ann said, it's not too good impression on you when you don't have a full lighting over there. So I kind of stayed away from that side. I couldn't really, toggle over to that side. I pretty much stayed in the middle and on the right just because of that lighting experience.
Yes, sir. And Kenny, I definitely know what you're talking about because I saw it. I was in the back of the room and I saw it. I was like, this side of the room is too dark. And I see most testers are coming in. I was like, that is going to be a problem. And we addressed that immediately during the conference briefing that we have every Tuesday for the past 2 months. That's why this year we're going to definitely put it where we're going to put an X. The X marks the spot. Do not go past those X. If you're going to go past those X, there's a strong chance that you won't be seeing properly with the right lighting. So that's why we need you all there, because you need to make sure that you give us your opinion, what you see, what we see on the video while you're walking across the stage. That way we can all be on one accord and everyone have a fair shot at this competition.
Great. Okay, so then
yes, ma'am.
Next topic, which is microphones. And, there was a lot of discussion about what ifs. And Tommy, I vividly remember microphone problems several years ago. So since just talking louder isn't really going to work for the videoing in international, talk please about what is going to happen if there's any kind of problem with microphones.
Tommy, did you hear the question that Anne proposed regarding the microphones? The what ifs, like Ms. Schneider, about there have been the issues with microphones a couple of years back, and how do we mitigate that this year?
We might have to follow that rule that was specified, with this one being it's a different venue.
So, Rhonda, when we look, I need for you to also look on the rule book with me on that page 22. Can you, let's analyze it off this call tonight, but let's work on what if that does happen, because it does say a 10-minute. Do we stop the recording, that speech all over again with the contest chair starting all over again for the sake of actually making sure that person is heard and it is recorded accurately with the right audio in case that fails? Because we really don't want that to happen.
Right. And then the second question is, will we be wearing two microphones, one for the video and one for the amplification in the room?
Oh.
I don't know. That's
One microphone for sure will take care of the video and the room.
Oh,
That I
good.
know 100%. One
Okay.
microphone.
Great.
And the microphone, and I remember that specifically, what we did the following year to address that microphone issue. The other ones that we were using, to be honest, weren't quite taken carefully too well. We actually figured out that following year we rented, when we were still not in the UGD, we rented very nice pro grade up to date microphones, and they work much better than what we've had in the past. But this year this is state of the art microphones. It's a state of the art facility. Microphone lighting, you'll see when you get there, light board is right there. I had fun playing with and touching the light board last year. State of the art stuff in this facility.
Well, that's very comforting. Thank you.
And you know what, Tommy? I think that's what Kim was alluding to about those microphones that she paid for. When she kept asking about those microphones, I knew what she was alluding
to. Yeah.
When she had bought those microphones. Yes, that's why she kept asking about those that she had purchased.
Well, we rented those from a local place.
And then she buys some. Did y'all buy some or no?
No, we didn't buy. We rented.
Oh, that was a rented. Okay, because I thought that's what she was alluding to. Okay.
Also,
yeah, go ahead, Sally.
Oh, I was just going to point out about the video recording, just since we're talking about it. I think I remember that you guys are placing the video camera a lot closer to the stage this year. Is that right? Yeah. So, I mean, it'll be a better chance.
I wish that Mark was on this call, but I will definitely make sure to talk to Mark on Saturday so we can discuss these things and make sure that is what's the plan. I think this year, if you all don't know, that area is supposed to be roped off, and it's going to be more closer to the stage than it was last year. Last year, the video was far in the back.
Yeah.
But this year, we've made a change where he's going to be closer to the front. That area is going to be roped off. That means that nobody can bump him, touch him, go near it. If we have to have armored guards around him so they won't go near him, we will. If I have to stand up there and tell people, hey, get away from Mark, I will do it nice, nasty, Rhonda. Sorry.
Okay, so that said, Saturday morning when we're having our stage orientation, will the camera be set up so that we can actually see, we can, walk around the stage and then look at the video to see how we actually look on that video? Yes,
ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. That is definitely the plan if I have to pick Mark up myself.
Well, it sounds, Kenny Ray, like they're doing all the right things this year.
We're going to get him an Uber if we need to, honey. Trust me, Mark, we're going to get there. We just want to make sure that it's something that is done, a little bit differently. I think that we actually, talked about these things and how to not let that happen again. Isn't that the process of improvement? We're improving our processes so that we won't have that problem like we've had, a couple of years in the past, couple of times in the past. Anything else? Kenny and Ann, this is actually your briefing. You ask us whatever you like.
And Leanne.
Leanne, I'm sorry, dear. You know what?
Oh, name Elizabeth.
Leanne, you're throwing me off because it doesn't say Elizabeth.
Yes, I apologize for that. My given name is Elizabeth, but all my friends call me Leanne, so it's hard to change that. I apologize.
But do you want to be introduced as Leanne or Elizabeth?
Elizabeth's on my paperwork, Ann, so I don't want to throw them off too much because someone's going to be like, who's that speaker? And then I'll be in trouble. So it's fine.
Well, what I want to say about Leanne, this is her first time getting onto the district stage. So congratulations to her for that. She is so excited. She is so grateful. Leanne, I'm glad that you're, listening in to hear some of the concerns that some of the other speakers that have actually been on the stage know what it's like, what they have noticed. And so I'm glad that you're here to listen so that you can have an idea of what they're talking about when you go up there, when it's time for you to actually do the run and look at your things. Leanne, are you having a prompt?
Yes, ma'am. I had a prop last time and I just didn't want to bring it on stage. It got awkward. I bring it up there and I have to set it down and then do it. Is there any way to do the prop kind of before I get up? I mean, not a lot before, but that way I don't have to clear it on stage, put it down, wait till the middle of my speech, and then bring it out.
So we're going to put it against the wall next to the stage. And when it's your turn, have it up there during that minute of silence, that 1 minute of silence. When the actual ballot counters are marking their ballots, that's when we can bring your props up to the stage.
Okay, super. And I was told again, no live livestock. Is that right?
You know what? I don't know what UTD says. I don't think so, my dear. That may be extra on the district, or would you like to go ahead and pay the cleanup fee for that?
Well, that I could do. They wear diapers. It's a long story, but no, I think Christy Peterson actually wrote in and found out last time we did the first speech that were no live animals, and I was very sad about that. I think that would be a showstopper, but
well, and we suggested that she have a therapy chicken.
Yeah, just put the vest on them. They can't stop you, right? If you could get a vest on that chicken on Amazon by time Friday comes, honey, bring that thing in there.
Well, I'll tell you this horrible story. My son actually, when he went to SFA, they had a kid in the dorm that had a therapy chicken, but it couldn't go to the classes, even though it was a therapy bird, because they were concerned about, avian influenza, even though they're tested. So I was kind of assuming that it might not be allowed inside UTD. It might be in the dorms, but not,
Yeah, right. That's the first time. But hey, you know what? Look at that. You could be a millionaire if you get a vest for that chicken, honey, and we see you on Amazon. You'd be like, oh, she did. But unfortunately, Leanne, no live animals.
Okay, well, good. It was worth a try.
Okay, well, that's good. Anything else before we go?
What time do you want us to be there?
Wanda, 6:30 is okay? In place at 6:30, at your designated table at 6:30. Okay. Sounds good?
Yeah.
Rhonda, 6:30 sounds
10
good.
to 12, run through, see the stage. That's the biggest opportunity to see the stage and get a feel for the lights, microphones, camera. 10 to 12, 10 to noon.
10 to noon. And then I'll be going home because I'm going to just throw on some clothes because I need to jump on the stage. I need to have tennis shoes on. I need to come down the stage. I need to look. I can't dress up for all that. I'll go home, get dressed, and then come back. But I'm going to have something relaxing so we can, see everything.
Well, the reason why I asked too is because, I'm coming 3 hours away. So I'll be driving, and And that's why I was asking about the staging and what have you. I only probably need to look at it, just the parameters of what we are to stay within, because that 10 to 12 for me, coming 3 hours may not work. I don't have a hotel room, and I'm thinking about getting one, but my thing was I was going to drive in like I did last year and drive back. So that was my plan.
Okay, well, Kenny, I will make sure, because I'll be there, I will make sure to, when you get there, find me. I'll find you if you don't find me. I will show you where the actual paint is taped, and if you can text me your number, I can take you a picture if that will be helpful. I don't know if that will be, but that's my number in the chat for anybody that wants it. And I could take a picture. I could send a video to kind of give you some type of idea, but find me there at the conference, and we can definitely, when people are walking around, we can definitely look at the stage. It's blue painter stage. It's going to be an X.
You may
Okay.
want to
Well, I have to send you my profile. This new profile you have. I have to get that done, and I'll get that to you by Friday, and my number and everything there. But of course, we got email number together.
Yes, I have. Kenny, I have your stuff. The new one is just a video for quarterfinals we needed to have, but I have your number too on here. Yeah, because I think I've texted you too before. I think we have text thus far. Okay. Rhonda, yes, ma'am.
Yes, Kenny, you want to get there probably about 5 o'clock, 5:30, and see him to see the stage, because it starts to be the keynote speaker, DTM, and all that is going on by the time 6:30 rolls around.
Oh, thank you. I forgot about that, Rhonda. I thought it was all for us. Sorry. It's not all for
schedule.
Oh, it's not all for us.
They'll be serving dinner and then keynote, and then while everyone's eating, keynote goes, and then I think there's something else, and then the last thing of the night is international speech.
Okay. All right. Anything else? Any more questions? Safaraz, you're good? Okay. Leanne, Elizabeth Metcalf.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you good?
I'm going to just follow my mentor's footsteps and say that I appreciated all of her questions. And when we see you guys in the morning, I'll probably have more about same thing, lighting, stance, making sure I have enough room, because I'm a pretty big person. I don't want to be out of the camera.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I completely understand.
Okay, guys.
Anne?
Nope. I'm done.
No, Anne, it's not if you're done. You got anything?
Nope, I already spit it all out.
Okay. Safaraz, you're good? I just want to ask you one more time, dear. Thank you again. Thank you for the contestants. Thank you for taking your time out to be with us, and good luck. See you all on Saturday. I'll be there with bells on.
Bye.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, Sally. Tommy.
Yeah.
Good. All righty. Rhonda, anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay.
I have one question for Rhonda.
Yeah, go ahead, Sally.
So when we get there, the space opens at 5, or we have access to the auditorium at 5. Yes. Will the UTD already have the tech items there? Will the microphones already?
Yes. They should, because remember, they're stored in that little podium that's on the stage.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's right.
And 1970 is the magic number to open up that little kiosk panel.
Oh.
In the auditorium.
Oh, okay.
That's the password to those.
Oh. That's good to know. All
wow.
Right. Thank you.
Okay, folks. See you.
All right. Thank you very much. All right. Bye, everyone. Thank you again, Tommy. I appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, Safaraz.